Brothers Talk Cars.
I'm gonna buckle up now.
Well, hang on.
Because this is gonna be a wild episode. He got pretty fast.
I bet that was butt puckering right there.
Oh, yeah.
When you see that gravel.
all of a sudden, he's like, gravel, and then you just hear,
Yeah. Welcome back to Brothers Talk Cars, episode 13?
13.
13. This is going to be a long episode. You ready to get started?
Yeah, got a lot to cover. Let's get
Okay.
going.
I was going to say buckle up, but someone's already prepared.
Oh, man, that is too tight, though.
All right. Well, so first, I want to talk about the Nissan lineup.
Okay.
I'm really confused at what Nissan's doing. I feel like they're behind, like 10, 15 years behind what everyone else. So our market right now is moving towards SUVs. But yet Nissan still has the Versa, the Sentra, the Altima, the Maxima, and the Leaf.
Yeah. And then excluding Leaf because it's, in its own electric side of things.
Yeah.
That's still 4 cars that are quite similar to each other. They just range in size. But there's not a lot of car companies that have 4 cars still in their lineup.
Yeah. I think the next closest would be maybe Toyota.
Yeah.
Are they still making the Yaris?
I think the Yaris is done. I think they have the Corolla, the Camry, the Avalon.
So that's 3.
Yeah, I can't think of
Prius.
anymore. And then
that's like
the Prius would be like the
hype.
Leaf.
Yeah. About Chevy, what do they have?
Chevy has the Malibu,
And the Cruise.
and I don't know if they're still.
Oh, yeah, they
doing a Cruise.
quit doing the Impala.
Yeah,
Yep.
the Impala's ended production.
No Cobalt.
But yeah, I think Nissan still has the most cars.
And they're not super reliable at that, too.
No.
So,
Well, like I said, I feel like they see the market going to SUVs and they're like, let's make more cars. I don't know. Or let's just keep updating our cars.
Yeah, or maybe they're thinking not enough people are putting out cars, so let's put out some cars. Because
just
maybe
need-
people still like them.
yeah, they just need to really step up their car game if they're going to think like that.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that their lack of attention to the industry when it comes to SUVs kind of dominating the industry, I hope that their lack of attention for that doesn't roll off onto that 400Z when it's released.
Yes.
I'm hoping that they really spend a lot of time making that 400Z a fantastic car.
Yeah.
Preferably that they kind of get rid of some of those other small cars that, no one really buys those small Nissans anymore.
Yeah. I don't see as many of them on the road.
Like the 350Z and all that.
They don't make the 350 or the 370 anymore.
Oh, yeah.
But they're moving to the 400.
Yeah. Which, if they follow the pattern of the Z series, will be good.
Yes.
Z series are usually quite reliable and very good.
Yeah.
The rest of them,
Mod cars.
yep.
I don't know. So after that, like you said, we have the 400Z, which is coming out soon. Will be revealed. What we've seen on it looks good so far. Twin turbo V6, perfect. It's a baby GTR. And then we move on to the GTR. I hope that the new GTR is going to be like they've released some renderings of it earlier or some pre-production models earlier with that major facelift.
It needs that.
It needs a facelift so bad.
Yeah, it really does. The current style that it has been around since, 2012 or something like that. It still looks good. It still looks current.
Yep.
But it just needs a fresh start, a new facelift that will help just the overall look of it, I feel.
Yeah.
The rest of the car, it can stay the same for all I care.
Yep.
I still like the back. I still like the whole shape of it and everything. But if they changed just the grille even, the whole grille setup, that would do a lot for it.
Yeah, I agree. And then you move on, you've got just their normal SUVs, their Rogue, the Murano.
Do they still make the Armada?
I think so. They make a lot of vehicles.
They do make a lot of vehicles. 'Cause then you move into the Frontier and the Titan.
Yeah. Frontier Titan no longer does the diesel.
No, it's not
It's just the
diesel
V8
anymore.
now. The Cummins diesel. Yeah, but I think they need to ditch the Murano.
Yeah.
It was a I owned a Murano for about 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Worst vehicle I've ever driven. The Rogue, it's a good size,
But it lacks a lot of power.
yeah. Oh, they still have like
They still have that CVT in it.
that the Nissan CVT is terrible. We've talked about it before, but they also have the Nissan Kicks
Oh my
and the
gosh,
Nissan
they do.
Juke.
Yeah, they still have the Juke and the Kicks.
They, you know what they should do is just really get rid of a lot of their cars. They need to get rid of the Juke.
Yeah.
I don't think it was that good of a car.
No.
And the Juke Nismo was a joke.
And yeah, for real. And the Kicks is only 2-wheel drive. If they made that in an
Yeah.
all-wheel drive version, I think it would be better.
Yeah. But like they need to focus more of their efforts into just certain cars instead of keeping the interior the same for 20 years like they did the Frontier.
Yeah.
And maybe, update it, make it more reliable, get rid of that freaking CVT.
And again, focus their attention on 6 vehicles total or 7 vehicles total instead of 12 vehicles.
Yeah.
I think they're lacking in the reliability and the overall looks, the performance, because they have so many. They can't focus their efforts and their time on just one vehicle.
Yeah. They're spread too thin.
Exactly. It's exactly what it is.
Yep. So did you guys see that Jeep has been teasing the Wagoneer badge?
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
I think it's really cool. I mean, it's been in the talks. They've been releasing, or at least we knew that the Wagoneer was coming back for a while now.
Yeah.
But they released the badge with the flag,
Uh-huh.
and that is perfect.
That's a sick move.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. I think it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. Jeep needs a bigger SUV for sure.
Yeah, they do.
A third row SUV would be good, especially in the market now. They just need to get rid of some of those smaller SUVs like that dang Renegade.
The Renegade needs to be gone.
People love it, but the fact that it's based off of a Fiat 500, it's like,
Yeah.
we know the Fiats aren't good.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So do you guys see that the 2021 Ram TRX its debut is in 2 days?
That's quick.
what date would that be? 17th?
Yeah.
August 17th?
That was quick. We just talked about it like
Yeah.
4 episodes ago,
I
something
don't
like
know.
that.
It was recent.
But already they're like, hey, we're coming out with it. So to remind our viewers, it's a Hellcat powered
Hellcat powered
truck
Yep.
that's going to compete with the
The Raptor.
Raptor.
Yep. That's pretty much the only thing right now that it competes with.
Yeah.
And they released a picture of the face like mobbing through some sand, and it looks so good. It is
And I know for a
aggressive.
fact it's going to be better.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
is aggressive.
Well, I mean, you've got Ford bringing down their engine
To
from a
V6.
V8 to that V6 EcoBoost, which great engine, but I think it's the wrong engine for what people want.
yeah,
People want big, powerful off-road.
for like a rally
Especially
type
supercharger
truck.
too.
Yeah. And so throwing that Hellcat motor in it, Dodge is doing it right.
Yeah, they are.
Dodge is, as weird as they are, they're doing something right.
Yeah,
And especially only for 56,000.
Gosh.
yeah, it's a good price. I mean, they
That's
just released
crazy.
the price for the super stock,
Oh yeah, I
the
saw that.
807 horsepower for $89,000.
That's what you should get a brand new Raptor for.
Yeah.
So
Brand new Raptors start at like 60,
65 or something.
65, 68. Gosh.
Crazy.
And that's before all the options and
Yeah.
stuff.
Crazy.
So this is going to come in at a lower price. Oh, they're going to take the knees out from
Oh,
Ford.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. This TRX is
They're going to
just
karate
insane.
chop Ford in the knees. Say, we're coming with our Hellcat powered motor.
Do you think they'll make it for more than the 1 year?
Gosh, they should.
I hope so.
I know that the Durango is only going to be 1 year. Mm-hmm. But,
I could see this truck
I
lasting
couldn't.
longer.
well, I could see a lot of people who are upset with Ford putting the V6 in it.
Yeah.
I could see them being like, psh, going over to Dodge with their 707 horsepower V8 that you can tow with.
Yeah.
That you can,
It's practical still
gosh. Oh, yeah.
with that horsepower.
Yep.
I'd love to hear that supercharger.
Oh.
It's going to be good.
Can you imagine driving that truck off road and every time you gun it, you just hear that whine, that, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love me a supercharger whine.
Or like towing something. you have to put them more power down.
Yeah.
Each
You'd
hit.
hear it a lot. Yeah.
You would
Yeah.
hear it a lot. That extra strain on that motor, and you're going to hear that supercharger wind up.
That's so sick.
I'm
Yeah.
excited to see the
I am
official
too.
debut.
Can I put a deposit down on Tuesday?
56,000.
That's kind of what
56,000.
that's what everyone's doing right now. Is
Maybe I
deposits.
should.
Put 100
Maybe I
down.
should. It'd be sick.
That would be.
I drive that over my Challenger.
Oh, I would too.
Yeah.
It's just it looks so good.
Oh, sorry. It starts at 43, but it's powered by the standard V6.
Oh.
So the $56,000 one is the Hellcat.
Is the
one.
Hellcat.
But for
Yeah.
only 10,000 more.
Yeah.
I jump up to the Hellcat motor.
Might as well.
Yeah, you don't want the V6. I mean, it's a good engine, but
It's not going to be the same.
no, you want this.
You want 707 horsepower.
What does Jeremy Clarkson say? More power.
Something like that.
Okay, I know that we talked about this. What, 2 episodes ago? Last episode.
Last episode.
Last episode. They have kind of announced, in a weird way, but they've kind of talked about the price of the Cadillac Lyriq.
Yeah, so we just wanted to follow up on that.
What do you guys think if it comes out, if it officially comes out under 60,000?
Smart.
Yes,
Smart
very
move.
smart.
I mean, that's in the same price range as pretty much everything that's coming out. But I personally believe you're going to get a more luxurious version of it
Yes.
at that price point.
Yeah. I agree. I think what Cadillac is doing, and I think what they're doing is going to be great.
Yeah.
Coming out with this electric SUV, it's going to have a better range than some of these that are out now, which the only ones are Tesla. But it'll have a better range. It's going to be more like a normal car. You're not going to get in and have to control everything off one panel. You know, it's
Yeah.
got the curved screen. It's still got buttons.
Normal features.
Yeah.
But it's just a very more
Because-
luxurious version of
Yeah,
that.
I think it's intimidating even for some of these old people that would sit in a Tesla and feel like, oh my heck, I got to control everything off this.
Yeah.
It's very intimidating to some people. But if they've got normal buttons like this Cadillac does,
Have they made any electric cars?
Cadillac,
Uh-huh.
this is going to be their first.
Have they came out with anything lately?
They release stuff.
Yeah, they've still got their SUVs. I don't know if they have any cars anymore. They might have one,
Yeah, they might have one.
but
I don't really follow Cadillac too closely.
No.
yeah,
Either.
they just do, those updates, little updates here and there. But this is like their first official
Yeah.
new car into the electric platform. So it'll be really good. This is a good jump for them. They're beating a lot of other bigger automakers.
Yeah, they are.
So,
In value, in range, in all that stuff.
yeah. Here in the next 5 years, it's going to be really crazy to see all of these new electric SUVs and trucks, and
Yeah.
because there's a lot.
There's a
people
lot
have.
announced right now.
Welcome to Brothers Talk Electric Cars. This is our whole show now.
This- Yeah, within the next year, we're just going to change it to Brothers Talk Electric Cars
I
because
know.
gas is going to be out.
That's crazy.
That is. It'll be interesting to see.
So, on the same subject of electric cars, because that's all we talk about.
Yes.
The Lucid Air EV. They've kind of teased it, and they were talking about the range. We haven't heard much about Lucid Air, or Lucid, or whatever you want to call it. Kind of a newer brand, newer car brand, but they released ranges of their electric SUV.
Yeah, they did.
And it was well over 500 miles, or
Yeah.
so they claimed.
Yep. And I mean, with that type of range, that's going to be competing with a lot of them. I know Nikola teased that the truck is supposed to have 600 miles of range. I guess we'll kind of wait and see as more information is,
Yeah.
because we don't know a lot about the Lucid
Yeah.
company. I know they look pretty interesting as just what they've showed, but we'll find out.
What do you think is, I mean, all of these new automakers, electric automakers, are coming out with like these wild ranges. Oh, 700 miles, 600 miles, 800
They have to be
miles.
the biggest one.
I know that, you get range anxiety when it's a low mile. You've
Yeah.
got 300 miles, good luck.
Yeah.
Having double that would be good. But what do you think is holding Tesla back from actually beating all these people to the punch and saying, guess what? our Model Y now does 600 miles.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't even know if Teslas made of lithium only, or there's like,
I'm not sure.
yeah, and I honestly don't even know what their range is currently. I know like the Model 3s and stuff usually are like 300 or something
Yeah.
like
I think
that.
the X is around 5 or something like that.
For
Yeah.
the
Maybe.
long range
Yeah.
model.
Yeah, they do have like the long range models, which is something that I wish they would get away from personally is if you're going to buy an electric car, it should all just be like a standard. This is X amount is how much miles you can drive.
Yep.
I understand that there has to be like some differences, or like a normal car, there's some features that are nicer and some that aren't, but
Or having 1 or 2 motors in the electric
Yeah.
car. I could see that.
but when it comes to range, that's something that should almost be like a knowing if you get this type of model, you'll get this type of range.
And it's crazy to talk about 600, 700 miles in an electric car isn't enough.
Yeah.
But when you calculate in how long it takes you to charge something that big, you know, you're looking at hours.
Yeah.
And yet in my gas car, in my big V8, I can do 300 miles.
Yeah.
Takes me 7 or 8 minutes to fill up. And then,
And then
do
you got another 300. Yeah.
Takes me 7 or 8 minutes to fill up. And then another 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah.
People just like, because it's free. They don't have
Yeah.
to pay that extra $40.
You do though.
You do now. Well, you're right. I mean, electric's always going to be cheaper. But I don't think Tesla's supercharged thing is going right now. Or what do they call it?
Supercharged
Yeah.
station.
The superchargers.
The superchargers are going, but it's not free anymore. You have to pay.
Really?
But then, I mean, with any of these other automakers like Lucid or Rivian and stuff like that, you're going to have to pay for it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
especially like house insurance. Or like electric insurance, whatever. Having it
Like
plugged
your
into your
electrical
house.
bill?
Yeah, that's what I
Electrical
meant.
bill.
Not insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah, your electrical bill will definitely go up.
Yeah.
But you're also trading money for time at that point too.
Yeah.
Is like you were saying, yes, it's not going to cost as much to recharge your car, but yeah, you might spend $10 to recharge your car, $8 to recharge your car, but you're stuck there for 2 hours waiting.
That doesn't
for it.
include the coffee you go buy while waiting
Exactly.
for your car,
Exactly, yeah.
the food you have to buy because it goes through lunch while you're waiting for your car.
The Netflix subscription that you have to pay for because it
Yep.
comes with Netflix, but probably doesn't come with the subscription.
Also,
you-
that drains your battery while it's filling it up. Like while Elon
Having
Musk
the
has
AC
like the
going.
games going,
Yeah.
AC going.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I'm glad that we're moving in an electric future, but at the same time, we're like
We're still far behind.
walking backwards or something. Cause,
Yeah.
Yeah. We really need to have something come out that is just, this is 1,000 miles. It recharges like the Lotus. It recharges
Yeah.
in minutes, and it has a pretty good range on it. What do they call it? The Avija, or
I don't even know what
Yeah.
the name is.
that'd be pretty cool. But I feel like that would be the future. That's when people will officially be like, okay, I'll switch.
Yeah.
When
And
I
at that
can-
point, it's worth it.
Yep. Absolutely.
Then you have like separate batteries. Like this one is 500 miles. This one's 500 miles in one car. You go 500. You have like extra 500. You can either fill that 500, keep going. I don't know.
I think the issue is those lithium are huge. They're
Yeah.
big batteries. And when you fill up the bottom of a car, that's
Yeah.
you know, that's about all you get. Use the full thing.
It's a lack of space rather than
Yeah.
capability.
If we can just somehow make them smaller,
Yeah.
we'd be able to get a better range.
Yeah. And maybe that's just the struggle we're running into, and that's why they need to get away from the whole
Lithium,
lithium and whatever else they're using currently.
nickel, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, moving on. Stradman released a video of him testing his Ferrari on a dry lake bed,
Yeah.
which was interesting. Said it was off-roading. Kind of
yeah.
off-roading.
I mean, technically he's off-roading. There's no road.
He's
Yeah.
not on a road.
It's a clay salt road.
Yeah.
but-
And it was an interesting video, but we're not what?
My favorite's when he's going 170 miles per hour and he goes gravel and then he just jumps it.
There's like a dip.
jumps his Ferrari off the gravel.
Yeah, it
He's
was
going
interesting.
fast.
He got pretty fast.
I bet that was butt puckering right there.
Oh yeah.
When you see that
Well,
gravel.
all of a sudden, all of a sudden he's like gravel and then you just hear.
Gosh.
I was afraid he broke something on it,
I know.
but
But he made it to Vegas, so that's a good
he
thing.
did make it to Vegas. But in that video, Daily Driven Exotics responded to that video, and they said, let's make off-road vehicles and jump them.
Yes.
That's cool.
Off-road exotic
Yes.
vehicles and jump them.
Yes.
He probably saw him jump the gravel.
I mean, obviously they watched the video. I just thought that was pretty funny. What if they actually follow through with this plan? What exotic cars would you like to see them build and take them off-roading?
You know, we've seen, what's his name, Jan Olsen, the skier that bought that Bugatti, not a Bugatti,
Bentley.
bought
Bentley.
that Bentley,
And turned it into like a
Yeah.
tank?
turned it into that off-road. That would be cool.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to go cheap.
I think so too. But at the same time, you know, they're going to let someone else work on this
They're not
project
going to do
wise.
it, yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to do it themselves. That's not the type of YouTubers they are. But how cool would it be if they got Tavarish and B is for Build and TJ Hunt or, you know,
Yeah.
stuff like that, got all them involved and had a big collab where they would build these off-road supercars or exotics.
I think that would be really cool to see.
Honestly, I think any Lotus,
Really, yeah.
a Lotus Exige,
That would
Lotus
be cool.
Elise, anything like that.
First car I thought of was an Audi R8,
That's what I was
all-wheel
thinking.
drive.
That would be sick.
That would be practical.
Oh yeah.
Because if you're going to actually off-road it,
That's like cheating though.
it is. But
You've got one of
Is
the best
it-
all-wheel drive systems out there. You've got
yeah,
a big powerful engine,
yeah.
nice comfy car, and one that you're not going to be sad about destroying.
No, because you can find them for $50,000, $60,000 now.
Yep.
They're relatively cheap, so that was the car that I thought of very first.
It would look good too.
It would look really good.
It'd look pretty cool with big old off-road tires
Mm-hmm.
and a big old bar, a front bumper,
Like
bar-
a bash bar.
with lights and
Yeah.
2 big old antennas.
heck yeah.
I think it would be really cool.
I didn't think about that, but that's a good choice.
That was your choice too?
Well, I was thinking of
What
that.
about like Maseratis?
Yeah, I was thinking about like that. Some
Oh, that would be the cheapest option to go
Yeah.
for an exotic car.
Cheapest? Or
maybe some Mercedes,
what about like
a Gallardo.
a Gallardo? I mean, that's pretty much an R8. Just
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I mean V8, V10.
You could find a V10 R8, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd be so cool.
I think it
though.
would be cool.
And
I think they should.
Stradman's talked about getting the Urus and
Yeah.
doing an off-road version of that, which would be cool because I've seen a lot on Instagram of them slamming it, putting big tires on
Yeah.
it, and it.
It's like
I
that's
don't
what
like
the cars
it.
are
It's
for.
super ugly to
Yeah.
me when they do that. But I want to see an off-road version. We haven't seen one yet, and it's
Especially
been
because
out
it's
for
like
2
the,
years.
it's the SUV. That's kind of the
Yeah.
purpose of it.
Yeah,
So I think they should do something like that.
Like a Challenger.
not
Big
not
old
an
tats.
exotic car, but an off-road
still.
Challenger would be sick.
That would be cool.
Big old car, big old tires.
That would be pretty cool. I still think Bentley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about a Rolls Royce?
Dude, that thing would flip.
Just get the limousine that Stradman already has.
Oh, they should do that.
In every video he drives past, I'm not going to say it. Someone buy it, please. Like,
I mean, he already owns it.
yeah, that's
Just
true.
lift it, have someone put some big tires
not
on it,
gonna
shocks
sell it.
on it.
I think it's probably
sell it.
never going to sell.
It's got a big V8 in it,
Mm-hmm.
I think they should.
and you can carry all your friends off road.
That'd be so sick.
All right.
You know what they should do is get together with Diesel Brothers and go out to that island they own in the Great Salt Lake.
Yeah.
Drive out to that island.
Diesel
would be
Brothers
cool.
owns an island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they bought an island. I believe it's next to Antelope
It's
Island.
yeah, close to Antelope Island.
They purchased an
You can
island
drive
there.
out there?
Yeah, you have to drive through water though. But it's super shallow.
You can go to Antelope Island and then drive through the water, I
I didn't
believe.
really did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool if they could take these supercars, off-road
be cool.
supercars, because you got to go
Yeah.
through sand and like water and then up rocks, and that'd be a good test. It'd
Yeah.
be sick
It'd
to
be
see,
fun.
especially with them.
Yeah. It would be fun.
And then they need to get Cleetus involved, and he can lift the Galaxy
You can just
with a big old Cummins.
bring the new hovercraft on the gray
Oh,
solid.
yeah. His rescue craft.
His rescue craft or
Yeah.
whatever he called it. All right.
That's pretty sick.
This is fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, moving on with Cleetus, actually. It is decided he is taking the Del truck to race week.
Yeah. I saw a video of him posting the Del truck doing a run. Mm-hmm. It sounded pretty good.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it does sound pretty good. It just looks like one of the like NASCAR trucks.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yep.
So we'll see how it actually performs. I know that they're going to throw some nitrous in it. I don't know what else they're planning on doing.
That'd be cool, though.
Yeah,
Like everyone, designs these cars to go to the drag strip, and he's taking a NASCAR truck
yeah,
to the drag strip.
yeah. It's interesting. It'll be cool to see what happens with it,
Yeah.
how well it actually does.
I'm glad he made that choice over the Galaxy. I
Yeah.
love the Galaxy, but it is slow.
It is slow, just because it's heavy.
Yeah.
And it's big.
Yep.
So, yeah, good choice. Cool car, cool
Yeah.
truck, I should say.
Yep.
Moving on, I think the only real big news from anyone else is Chris from Beast for Build.
Yes.
Got a new hub dyno.
Yes. That
Which-
episode was one of my favorite episodes.
It's classic Beast for Build
It is.
stuff, breaking
It
down,
really
them
is.
fixing it. They went to a sketchy hotel, got bed bugs. like,
That was my favorite. He's like, I was just laying here, and I looked over, and
they
I saw
saw-
Bedbug run across the thing. He's like, we're out. We're
outta here."
bailing.
and then the Raptor wouldn't start, so they had to sleep in the truck
Yeah.
and then go pick up the dyno, fix the Raptor. Man, it was an episode. It was a good one though.
It was. I liked
it. It was old school Beast for Build for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got a hub dyno and they tested it out on the Burntacon.
Mm-hmm. It was good to see that car back.
Yeah. I guess they've made some changes and they're going to get it back on the hub dyno eventually. But they got it, and the first car they're really going to test on it is the BMW, Kyle's BMW.
Oh, yeah. See how much power it
Yep.
makes.
They want to try and get it to 500 horsepower.
Nice.
So,
I was a little disappointed that the Burntacon only made 500,
yeah.
but that's
They
not
also-
having a professional tuner touch it.
And they only got it up to 5,000 RPMs.
Yeah.
They didn't get it up very high.
Up to its 7,000 or
Yeah,
8,000.
they were just worried about giving it the full send right away.
I'd worry about
I
doing
would-
full
yeah.
beans. Even at 5,000 RPM, that thing was
It was loud.
insane.
It was loud. Did you see the flags behind it? They were it was a good one.
It's an insane car.
It is.
And I love it. I love that he paused. He's like, we have the world first LS swapped manual
Yeah.
Huracan. It took him a little bit to say it, but it's true though.
It is true.
Do you guys see that? The 2021 Porsche Panamera lapped the Nürburgring in 7 minutes and 29 seconds, breaking the record for the executive class.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I mean, we've always known that the Porsche Panamera was fast,
Yeah.
but that's impressive.
Well, we went to that. What was it called? Like the
shootout or whatever.
shootout or
Limitless.
limitless shootout or something
Yeah.
like that.
Something like race.
And we watched a Panamera go faster than the 918 Spider.
Which is $1 million more. Or actually more than that.
Yeah, it's backwards from what you would think.
Yeah.
You think that the two 918s
Yeah, those
would have went faster, but this Panamera was
And I mean, granted, I don't know if the drivers were like, "Hey, I'm gonna take this easier," and the Panamera's like, "Mine's a $70,000 car,"
Yeah.
so maybe that's the reason why. But even then, I don't know.
But for being like a big, long car, 4-door, 4-seat,
Yeah, family.
a family executive, whatever you want to call
Yeah.
it, that's a fast freaking car.
That is fast, especially compared to other things that have gone around the Nürburgring.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the GTR has done it in 7 minutes, 8 seconds.
So,
So-
20 seconds
Yeah.
quicker than the Panamera.
Only 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
This one's gonna surprise you guys. The Cohen Seg CCX did it in 7 minutes 33 seconds.
7 minutes and 33
So it was-
seconds.
The Panamera's faster than a
the
Koenigsegg. Holy cow. And these are cars that are designed to be
Yeah.
fast
Yeah.
and to be quick around corners, and yet this big luxury sedan
Yeah.
is beating them.
And this one's also going to surprise you guys. Bugatti Veyron, 7 minutes, 40 seconds.
That one's surprising just because we know the Veyron's fast.
Yeah.
I don't think it's meant to go around corners like that, though. Especially the Nürburgring, where you have a lot of, like, U-turn or, like, the hairpin.
Yeah.
So,
But still,
yeah. That's crazy.
that Bugatti's... I'm not saying it's slow, because that's still blazing fast, but that's 20 seconds, 19, 18 seconds slower than a Panamera.
Maybe the Bugatti driver was just crapping himself, just, holy crap.
Could be.
You might, going around the corner in a heavy car like that.
Oh, yeah,
play a
you
big
barely
part.
hit the gas and you're already at the next corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which could play a factor into it.
Yeah. But it'll be interesting. The Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport.
That's designed to do
Yeah.
cornering and...
I mean, we know it's going to be faster than the Panamera.
Yeah.
But, gosh.
But that Panamera's kicking butt.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
We need to get one.
I know. It'd be cool to get a
want one.
Panamera.
I think so, too. If
Maybe-
the reliability was a little bit better,
Yeah.
maybe I would consider it a lot more.
Yep.
Maybe we need to beef it up.
Put twin turbo in it.
Big tires.
That could be your off-road.
Oh,
Yeah.
There we go.
That'd be sick.
That
That'll
would
be my off-road because I can't afford a supercar.
Yeah, for real. Cool. Dude, good for Porsche.
I know.
Especially Panamera.
It's
It's out of
Especially
everything.
Panamera.
It's still mind-blowing to me how fast that Panamera is.
Yeah. It killed it.
Porsche's doing good for the Nürburgring. They have the GT2 RS.
Yep. And now,
No.
And now the Panamera.
Yeah.
Panamera.
It's impressive.
I wonder if the Macan and the Cayenne could beat.
Be the top in their class.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if those have been around.
Well, I mean, the Cayenne and Urus are based off the same platform,
Yeah.
so they would compete with each other. And I think the Urus would still beat it.
Probably.
You still have like the Trailhawk and stuff.
Hmm?
The Trailhawk. Doesn't that go with them?
Trackhawk?
Trackhawk. I keep saying Trailhawk.
Probably not.
I don't know. That Trackhawk is kind of in a class of its own. It's going to compete with the Durango Hellcat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, these big muscle.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it could compete, but it's at a way lower price.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're also looking at the Aston Martin DBX that competes with the Urus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And whenever Ferrari comes out with theirs,
And I think Alpha has one too. Alfa Romeo.
the Stelvio.
Yeah.
But that's at a way, way, way lower price.
That's true.
That's the cheapest one of them all.
The Bentley.
Bentley Bentayga. Yeah.
Yep.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's a big.
I saw an article that said the Bentley Bentayga did 0 to 60 in like 3.5 seconds or something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, for a big, heavy SUV, that's
Yeah.
insane. That's what the new Durango Hellcat is supposed to do.
Yeah.
It's amazing how weight now doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's actually good because if you've got all-wheel or four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive,
Pushing you to the ground.
yeah, that weight pushes it down so you don't lose traction. You can get going faster.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, just with my car, that's the biggest thing. I lose traction because the tires are stupid skinny because Dodge doesn't know what the heck they're doing. And I have no weight in the back.
Yeah.
So even with 400 horsepower,
Yep.
I lose traction.
Sweet.
So this last week-ish, 2 weeks, Hyundai has more or less unveiled a full lineup of electric cars. And so they have the car that's the Ioniq. Ioniq is now going to be the lineup of cars. So it's like a sub-brand of Hyundai. So Ioniq is going to
Oh.
be multiple cars.
So it's not going to be like a Genesis like they've done with their luxury. It's not going to be a separate
so
brand.
it's not going to be a separate brand. It's going to be a sub-brand. So all of these cars are supposedly going to have the Hyundai logo still on them. There's still going to be a Hyundai. It'll be like the Hyundai Ioniq blank.
Oh, okay.
So they kind of announced it, teased it. They showed more or less the silhouettes of a couple other cars that they have announced or are currently working on. One of them kind of either looks like an SUV or a truck, but that's kind of been in the works for a while. But yeah, Hyundai is releasing a full line of electric vehicles.
Are they still going to have the hybrid? Because I know that they have the Ioniq hybrid.
Yeah.
But
I'm not sure. I'm not sure
are
if
they
they
just
plan
going to
on.
axe that and just go straight for an electric lineup?
I would lean more towards that side.
Yeah, good for them. I'm glad that they kind of have pulled it away from being its own little.
Yeah.
Now making it its own little.
Its
thing.
own little separate part of their company. Yeah, I like it. I like
then
the idea,
Hire a team just to focus on Ioniq.
and I think they'll do a good job.
Yeah,
Hyundai usually does.
good.
And then also announced, this is very similar to what we just talked about. Nikola,
Oh, electric cars again.
electric cars.
That's all we talk about.
Nikola announced that they made a deal to make electric garbage trucks.
Yes.
1,000 horsepower, 1,000 horsepower garbage trucks. That's a good move for them, though. That's
Oh, yeah.
gonna really get their name out there.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
what a better application than something that drives around every day and is actually useful.
They're really going to be able to put these electric motors to the test with these garbage trucks
Yeah.
that are hauling a lot of weight, that
Yeah.
are constant. I mean, every day they're out moving.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be awesome.
I wonder how long
Great
it would take to
move.
charge it.
I bet they're just going to plug it in every night.
Yeah.
They don't drive a lot of miles,
No,
but
because
they're
they have a
heavily
lot of them.
used. Yeah. They're heavily used.
So
Wow.
What brand makes garbage trucks?
I have no
I don't know,
clue.
actually.
Who knows? But
We'll Google
Nikola's
that later.
Yeah.
But anyway, not really like anything crazy with that. I just wanted to bring that up.
But
'cause
it's a
that's-
good move
that's-
for
it.
Yeah, it's super smart.
Yeah.
Very good move.
So watch out for Nikola garbage trucks.
You're not going to hear them. You'll probably still smell them.
That's right.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening or watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button.
Nice.
You can find us at our Instagram and Facebook, Brothers.Cars. You can find our website, brothers.cars.com, or you can listen to our podcast on iTunes, Spotify, or anywhere podcasts are found.
That's right.
Right on.
'Kay.
Peace.
See ya.
Stuck. Oh gosh, I was stuck.